Hey, Darlene, this is the video I promised to send over to you. So I took a look at a couple things related to your business and some of the other businesses, and I see that you're coming up, when folks do a search on removal near me, which is good, and you have some good reviews as well, and some information about the business. What I think maybe could help a little bit is if you looked into possibly creating like a really basic website. So this website is really good. This is a company you probably heard of before. They're actually in PA and New Jersey. And this is how I have built sites in the past. And, I would design something for you if you're interested. But basically, it goes into, it has like a home page here, talks about the company. This might be kind of overkill, for you in the beginning. But services, it talks about the services. If you in fact do all of these, there might be some that you don't do, and others that you do that are not here. Landscaping, which you do as well. Areas served and ways to get in contact with them. So contacting is probably the best um, purpose or value from a website. They could click on any of these buttons and directly call you. They have lead forms when they click on this button here, as well as here to get a free estimate. So you can collect the customer's information and call them back at your convenience and save it as well. But again, this just kind of talks about the business generally, what they do, some good imagery as well that kind of brings it home. And then at the bottom, they have some good, real brief testimonials and reviews, 5-star reviews, which are always very powerful on Google. So that's one option you can think about. The other idea has to do with Facebook. There are some free tools that you could use if you were handy with Facebook and you could set up advertising. One is the Ads Manager, and the Ads Manager is essentially the audience. So you can target the audience that you want to advertise to very easily. So here, just for example purposes, I put in Wayne, Pennsylvania, and then I had a radius of about 15 miles, which, as you know, as we get closer to Philadelphia, the number of people gets bigger and bigger. So this audience size will get bigger. We really don't want to go over 500,000 people. And as far as a small business budget would cover. So beyond that, the advertising is not going to really be effective. But, in theory, you could change this. You could change the miles. You could put in, 18 miles, just for example, and then you'll see right away the audience size changed. You can do the same thing with the age demographics as well as special interests. So, if you change those, you can change the audience size. So right now, this is a little too big. I would actually probably keep it at the 15-mile radius or play with some of these levers. So that's the Ads Manager. The other thing you can do, again, a free tool in Facebook is the Ads Library. So you could see literally any ad that is running, how long it's been running for as well, which is kind of nice. So it gives you an idea if the ad copy is working well. They're probably going to keep running it. They're not going to run something if it's losing money for them. And you can also collect leads this way too. So some of these seem good. This is probably a little wordier than I would do, but it just gives you an idea. They use a lot of like imagery and emojis, reaching out to people on site and on point. Talks about the services they do, and then there's always a call to action at the end here. So that's kind of nice. This one's good too. Get ready for spring, and it has a nice picture of a machine getting to work and getting the property ready. And also, again, always call to action at the end. So those are two free tools with Facebook. And the other thing I would say would be really helpful is, and probably I actually like it a bit more than the Facebook advertising, is Google advertising. Google is very targeted, so the leads that you get are going to be very interested in what they click on. It's more intent driven. So, for example, this one here, this is a New Jersey Google ad. Whenever you see sponsored after you do a search, that means it's a Google advertisement. And this one here is, I mean, you can click on it, you can call them right away. If you click on this link here, it takes them to, or it takes you to a landing page, which is really nice. It's very targeted, streamlined, and its sole purpose is to get leads for you. So, people can click on the button and call you. It has different questionnaires as well. And then there's an AI assistant that'll interact with you as well. And it still kind of showcases the business with some imagery and also some testimonials as well. So those three areas I think could really benefit you. And in doing that, it would drive you up on the Google search, to get you showing at the very top of the list when people do a search, which is really what you want.